Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and in today's video, well, I logged on today. We're almost done, by the way, with the Astrid Soul, which is great, way ahead of schedule on that myself. But a Community Weeks Titan event just popped up today, out of nowhere. This is super cool. We're going to be looking at this today, where there's up to a 4-star soul for Lady Mikage up for grabs. It's going to be difficult to get, but she's extremely good. So yeah, could be well worthwhile. Little pup date for you guys as well in terms of how our dog is doing. She's very, very happy at the moment. We're going back into the vet with her today to basically see. So she had to be treated, get like fluid treatment and stuff all over the weekend. She was in the vets, in the emergency vet all over the weekend because she's got kidney failure. But she's really, really happy at the moment. She's definitely not 100%. And we're going back into the vet today to see, like, okay, updated tests. How is her blood doing? Her heart is messed up as well. So, how's her heart? All of that stuff. But the main thing is, as you can see, she's having an absolute ball of a time. And this is her on her walk yesterday, just flopping over, just throwing herself on the ground. About 10 minutes of just rolling around. It's very, very fun. So, she's in good form, which is, it's the main thing, right? That is a priority right now. So, yeah, thank you to everyone. I really do appreciate, all the messages. I have not been on top of stuff in the last few days. It's been a bit overwhelming, but I did see a few of your messages, and thank you very much for all the well wishes. It does mean a lot. So yeah, right. Let's take a look at this. So we have the news here kicking off the Community Titan Weeks event. It's going to be running from, well, now it's already up the 17th of April until the 6th of May. So it's about 3 weeks or so that this is going to be running. I'd imagine this is going to be running up until the start of the next fusion. Remember, I believe they said that the actual the community award show would be on, I think it's the 3rd of May, which obviously I am part of. I've already recorded my parts. I keep getting asked, but I'm going to be doing a full behind the scenes of it. But like, one of them is, obviously there were some winners done already, I believe, that content creators voted on. But for all of this community stuff that you guys can vote on, and please do vote for your favorite CCs, and show them some love, especially smaller CCs and stuff like that. It really does make a difference when you vote for them. Like, we had to record when everyone else was out at lunch. Like, we were recording for like over 12 hours on one day. And while everyone else had their lunch, myself and Cirilla were just like sat in with the director and the little sound booth thing, just doing. And the winner is A. And the winner is B. And the winner is C. We had to record lines for everyone because we obviously didn't know who's going to win. So it took a while. But hey, that's a fun thing. But I think that's on the 3rd, I think. So then this Titan event ends on Monday. I'd be expecting the next fusion then, this Vaultkeeper Wixwell, everyone's voting for. Oh, by the way, I did vote. That the voting for him is up round 2. Now, let me see if I can bring this up. Wait, it didn't remember. Oh, it didn't remember. If I click vote now. Okay. Well, I did vote. I voted for, again, the green one, the defense focus. Obviously, I already did vote. And it was very much down. I think it was like 20% for the other two, and it was like 60% for A2. So it's looking pretty likely he's going to be very good, because I think the defense focus are probably the best ones. Yeah, remember to vote about that and vote for the community stuff. Yeah, I imagine that fusion for Wixwell starts. It could start on the Monday. It could start on the Thursday. Those tend to be the 2 starting days they like to pick. Mondays is more unusual. Thursdays is more common. So we'll see, but it should be that week, basically the start of May, which is cool. Earn web points, clearly marked events and tournaments with Titan event. Okay, that's fine. Yada, yada, yada. Here we go. Throughout the course of the Community Week's Titan event, you'll be able to earn up to 700 web points during the first week, 850 during the second week, and 450 during the third. So there's 2,000 total. You need 1,750 to get all the milestone rewards. So you can skip 250, but that's probably not a lot. Especially, remember, the big things to watch out for in the community weeks. It's really the same. It's basically another mini fusion. These Titan events, arguably not even mini fusions. Arguably, it's just another fusion, right, for the soul, really. So they are very intensive. Usually the really difficult ones are dungeon divers, possibly champion training, and definitely summon events. Those are the big ones that you would be looking to skip your 250 points in. And yeah, it can be hard to judge though. So I'll basically be breaking that down as we go, and we'll look at the summoning events as they come up. But we can expect a summoning event obviously this weekend, which is going to be, 700 points, a big one. 850 points next week. There's going to be a lot of stuff next week, and then 450 in the third week. Again, I'd expect that could be a summoning event in there too. It's certainly possible. So there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Uh, yeah, definitely all the. I think we've got one starting today. Maybe let me double check. I saw it somewhere. Mm, but like the regular, like Fire Knight turn attack, like you definitely want to do this one. Like you don't want to skip just the regular tournaments. You want to be skipping probably some sort of summoning event, because that's the toughest thing to do. That can really put you at risk, especially of being able to complete the next fusion or whatever. Um, Even if you're very late game. So yeah, perfect. Souls though for Mikage is the reward. So let's go back to the rewards. Let's see what we get. So obviously milestone 1, there's nothing too major, all very small, a bit of energy and stuff. It's not so bad. It's nice. This stuff again, fairly small rewards, but hey, nice little bits like some lesser extract and oil is not bad. Milestone 3 is pretty good. Greater for whatever reason. It's the way that they've structured. If you farm stage 25, now this is more of a late game problem, but it's the middle oils and extracts that you're always short on. They for whatever reason, they give you more big oils and extracts than they do medium ones. Because typically, if you're going to roll something up past level 1 or 2, it's because it's actually good. You just don't have enough of the mediums, so these mediums are actually quite nice. But yeah, again, milestone 3 is some decent stuff. Milestone 4 is quite good, especially like if you can't do the higher levels of Sand Devil or Phantom Shogun. These are pretty nice. Void Shard, Chaos War, Skill Tome, a 3-star soul. That's 1,200. I feel like this is a little bit higher than it was before. I could be wrong. I feel like this might have been around the 1,000 before. I could be wrong on that. And then 1,750. You can still skip a lot of points for this. It's fairly doable. And then this will be the tough one, but there's obviously really good rewards in here, like great stuff, really nice things. But this is going to be tough. So I would say, look, Lady Mikage. I was wondering what they do for the Titan event. Now we know it's obviously a champion everyone can get. Eventually, she's very, very good, very good. Like, hang on a second. Like, if I bring up Discord, oh, it might. Oh yeah, I don't have it quite handy. Huh. Okay, that's fine. Lady Mikage is absolutely top tier for Hydra, especially, and she's also absolutely top tier for Fire Knight. She's also fantastic for Arena. This is a really, really, really good quality champion. She really is. So she benefits very much from it. Now, this is only up to a 4-star soul, which is decent, but it's not totally insane. But it's quite decent. I would say if you are comfortable going for this, it is worth going for it. She is, again, in the non-Trunda teams, she's in the world record teams. I'm going to try bring that up for you right here. In fact, I can do this. So if we come over here, this is over in the this one, the RSL leaderboards Discord. And let me see. I think this was Cytheus. Let me see if I search for Cytheus. Here we go. Yeah, I believe this is still the record team. Open that up and we can bring it in bigger. This is the I think the world record nightmare team at the moment. Obviously non-Trunda. I believe the Trunda team is I think it's now increased to 80 billion. So yeah, last time I checked, the Trunda team was doing 25 times more damage. I mean, what is it? What is that real quick? If I throw that in, like 80 divided by 3, it's now doing 26.666%, 26.666 times more damage than the others. But hey, that's the Trunda thing. Who the heck knows? But yeah, as you can see, Mikage is in here. And yeah, basically what she brings to these teams is you're really using her Form 1. Form 1 for Hydra. You come in, she cleanses the ally with the highest attack. That's quite nice, if there are fears and whatnot. So that's good. She brings increased attack and crit damage for everyone with a full ally attack, which is, ally attack is the biggest hitting move in Hydra. You've got 6 allies, so it's a big move. It does more damage than basically anything. Like, you will do huge damage with this, especially with hard-hitting champions on the team. Silken Snare is insane. Decrease enemy buffs and ally debuffs by 1 turns. That will remove like the fears from everyone, provokes from everyone if those are out. It will help to remove like reflect damage and stuff if it goes across to the enemy. Hopefully that wouldn't happen much in Hydra, but cleansing the ally debuffs by 1 turn is great. And it also increases enemy debuffs and increases ally buffs, and that's huge as well. Makes your debuffs more consistent, and it makes your buffs more consistent, makes them last the full duration, which is a huge deal. Her A1 is an ally attack with a Shadowkin, also puts out a shield, which is cool. It's just a really, really solid form. Again, like, you do have other alternatives for ally attackers that are top tier as well, like Cardial and Grand Oak Podrig. They both made it into my top 20 Hydra list. Like, when I looked through all, I spent a while looking through the submissions on the leaderboards, trying to pick that top 20 list to try narrow it down, and they definitely made it in. They're very, very good too. But Mikage is better. Again, to reiterate, Mikage is in the world record team right now. And like, at a quick glance, you don't even have a Shadowkin here, right? You don't even have a Shadowkin. If you add in a Shadowkin, it's going to become even stronger. So Toshiro, for instance, he's looking quite strong for Hydra. And yeah, you could throw him in. His A1 gives him Perfect Veil, which is quite nice. So yeah, people don't like him too much. I thought he was decent. I don't know if he's as good as Garl and stuff, but he's quite good because he scales up his attack and HP, and then he hits harder. So he'd be a good one. Obviously, you've got lots of good combos. She's good with Harima, is great for Hydra, really strong for Hydra. That's a good combo. Michinaki, she's a great combo there. In the epics, the one that definitely stands out, of course, would be Aboro. Where is Aboro? I'm blind. Of course, she's Void. Aboro is really good. Her A1's very strong. There's some other ones that are okay. Like, I mean, Fenchi for Fire Knight, his A1's a triple hit. That can put decreased speed. He's a good combo. Again, for Fire Knight hard, Zinogre Blade Master is very good. Genzen is very good. So you've got multiple options there. It's just very strong. And then her form 2 is also very good for Arena, where she can buff strip and weaken. She can AoE stun and decrease turn meter. This is really the money move. And her passive is great too, where she keeps pushing back their attack nuker. And her A1 can sleep with turn meter pushback as well. Kind of like a Sifi A1. So she's very, very, very strong in form 2 as well. Like I said, 4-star Blessing is a little bit of a bummer. Unfortunately, I do not have a mythical champion to show you their stats, but obviously mythicals get more stats from Blessings than others. But she's going to get a lot of HP, attack, defense, and crit damage from getting up to 4-star. It's going to be a pretty big bonus. I believe it's like 45% crit damage, probably like, I'm guessing like 750 attack, 900 attack, maybe 750 defense, and I think it's 10,000 HP, something like that. It's a really big chunk of stats. And then I think she gets like 80 or 85 or something resist and accuracy at 5-star. So that would be a pretty big one. That resist and accuracy is quite strong for Arena and Hydra. And then I think they get 20 speed at 6-star, which is nuts. You would probably be running Cruelty on her or Hydra. And that does become quite a bit stronger at 5-star, where it can go up to 15%. It stacks twice as fast. So 5-star is good. And then 6-star is obviously way better. So yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, like, you look at that world record team, we've got 2 champions in 6-star crushing round, and then 3 champions in cruelty. That's just the way it is. We've 1 brimstone in there, which is a little bit different. You don't always see brimstone. I've seen plenty of teams where it's just like, you know what, just put everyone in cruelty. It's fine. And obviously 6-star crushing round is broken. Yeah, so there you go. I think that if you are later in the game, this is worth going for. Again, it's only the 4-star, but it's pretty good. Can you? I don't know if you can even buy. Actually, let me think. You can't even buy right now, can you? You cannot buy the mythical souls. So there's no way to get her 5-star unless you pull it. That's a point. I didn't think about that. There's no other way to get the souls apart from randomly pulling them. Interesting. And there's more mythicals and more coming regularly. So getting her a soul is only going to become harder. I don't know. I personally think that this is worth going for, seeing as she is so good for Hydra and so good for Arena. She's just so strong, and everyone can get her. I think, even though I don't have her, and I have a 2-star soul for her, so it's not a massive upgrade for me. I've got a 2-star. I'm still going to go for the 4-star. but it is intensive in resources. I think if you need to skip this one, if you're saying, nope, I don't have the resources, if I go for this, I'm putting the fusion in jeopardy, I would definitely prioritize Vaultkeeper Wixwell 100%. I think he's going to be great. You definitely want to get him. So I would definitely be prepared for his fusion. I'm still cracking up at people saying I'm voting for the worst skills for Vaultkeeper Wixwell so I can make him a bad fusion and skip it. That still cracks me up. But no, he's going to be good. You're going to want to get him for sure. 100% prioritize him. 100%. But this is a decent thing to go for if it's not uncomfortable for you to go for it. For me, late game, basically low spend for the most part. I have the luxury that I don't mind spending, so if I really want something, I can spend. I won't spend crazy for it, but I'll spend for it because I can do videos on it as well. But, you know, for me, this should be pretty doable. I think if you're free to play, it would be challenging, but doable late game. If you're earlier in the game, pretty tough. And if you're early in the game, I might skip, especially if you're a bit far away from getting her. You might pull a decent soul just randomly by then. But like I said, she is just such a good champion. I think it's a decent pickup. Not essential. If it was 5-star, I'd be like, that's really darn good. But seeing as it's only the 4-star, I think it's solid, but not essential. But yeah, she is an exceptional champ. So there's that. So yeah, for me, I will go for it. For you, I think that's a bit up for you to decide. To see where you are, 100% prioritize the fusion. Vaultkeeper Wixwell. And it could be worth, you know, there will be, for instance, a big event like this one for a soul for Vaultkeeper Wixwell as well. Almost definitely, perhaps a Titan event, perhaps a Hero's Path for a Vaultkeeper Wixwell soul. That will be coming up too. There's going to be no shortage of good events for you to do, guys. This one is decent. It's decent, but it's not a must-do. Yeah, there we go. That's my thoughts. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Oh, by the way, I did get Adolin today. Check out my guide on her if you haven't seen it. So I did a little showcase of her and what she can do. For me, I've got Sifi, so I don't know if I will bother yet. I've got other champions I like to book first, but if I didn't have Sifi, and I'm late game, I'd consider it. But yeah, check out my guide to see more. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.